For nearly 3 decades, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been one of America's most recognizable couples. Two people who somehow make the chaos of celebrity life look effortless. To daytime viewers, Kelly is the lively, sharp-witted host whose energy seems bottomless. Mark, her partner, in every sense, is the charming actor who blended seamlessly from dramatic roles to the warm, bantering presence beside her on morning television. Together, they've built a life that looks enviably perfect from the outside, a marriage that began with a love-at-first-sight spark, 3 children, 2 thriving careers, and a connection that still glows after more than 25 years. But their story, the real story, is deeper than the glossy highlight reels and picture-perfect red carpet photos. It's a story built on resilience, private heartbreaks, and challenges that tested their bond in ways most people never see. What makes their relationship remarkable isn't perfection. It's the strength they've shown while navigating life behind the scenes, in the quiet spaces where the cameras don't reach. A whirlwind beginning that built a strong foundation. To understand their resilience, you have to go back to where it all started, the set of All My Children in 1995. He was the new guy, she was the established star, and the chemistry was instant. Their romance escalated quickly, so quickly that they skipped the typical dating phase entirely. After a brief, passionate courtship and a now legendary date where they were so enthralled with each other they didn't notice a fire alarm emptying the restaurant, they ran away to Las Vegas and eloped on May 1st, 1996. It sounded impulsive, almost reckless, but what came next was deeply intentional. They kept their marriage private for months, not as a publicity stunt, but as a way to protect their young relationship from opinions, criticism, and the pressures of fame. This decision became a blueprint for how they would navigate their entire lives, with fierce protection of their private world and an "it's us against the world" mentality. As they welcomed their 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, their marriage became less about romance and more about partnership. Genuine partnership. The kind where decisions are shared, burdens are balanced, and each person becomes the other's safest place. Mark has always called Kelly his best friend. Kelly has always described their marriage as a team effort. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't performative. It was real. And that realism helped them survive challenges that fame often intensifies. Public challenges, private pain. Kelly's fight for respect. Although their marriage remained strong, Kelly's professional life sometimes became a battleground, one fought under the blinding glare of public attention. For 11 years on Live with Regis and Kelly, Kelly was beloved by audiences but often underestimated behind the scenes. She was labeled perky, bubbly, and cute, descriptions that, while well-intentioned, often diminished her intelligence and contribution. She was the sidekick, even as she carried half the show's weight. But the real heartbreaks came in 2012. Regis Philbin retired, the network searched for his replacement, and then in a shocking move, Kelly was told minutes before the public announcement that Michael Strahan would be her new co-host. The decision had been made without her input, without her knowledge, without basic respect. It was a professional betrayal broadcast across America. Instead of lashing out, she did something far more powerful. She stepped back. She took a scheduled vacation week, refusing to stand beside a decision she wasn't included in. Her absence spoke louder than any confrontation ever could. When she returned to the show, she delivered a poised, emotional monologue. She thanked the audience, she expressed gratitude for her team, but beneath her grace was a clear message. She had been hurt, dismissed, and underestimated. That moment reshaped everything. It shifted power. It forced the industry to reevaluate how it treated women, especially women who had earned their place 100 times over. Years later, when Strahan left the show, the tables had turned. This time, Kelly had a seat at the decision-making table. She chose her partner, Mark Consuelos, as the new co-host, a full-circle moment of reclamation and empowerment. The heartbreak she endured became the foundation of her control. The private struggles, health, family, and the silence only they heard. While the world focused on their public lives, the Consuelos family was fighting private battles far more painful. Mark's quiet battle with depression. Mark has courageously opened up in recent years about his lifelong struggle with depression, a condition often misunderstood, especially in men. He described periods where even getting out of bed felt impossible, where a shadow seemed to follow him no matter how much success or love surrounded him. Kelly had to learn how to support him, not by fixing him, but by understanding him. She described it as learning a new language, the language of his internal world. She became his safe space, the place where he could let down the mask expected of him in public. His decision to seek therapy and manage his mental health openly became a gift not only to his family, but also to countless fans who saw themselves in his honesty. Their son's health crisis. Perhaps the most heartbreaking period of their lives was their son Joaquin's medical journey. During his early teen years, he faced a serious orthopedic condition requiring major surgery. The family kept the details private, but Kelly once described that period as the longest years of my life. She spent nights by his bedside, whispered prayers, and faced the helplessness that only parents of an ill child understand. Mark stood strong for both of them, even when his own heart was breaking. Joaquin's recovery was long, grueling, and emotionally draining, but it also reshaped their family priorities. Fame didn't matter. Career didn't matter. What mattered was love, resilience, and the strength they found in each other. Kelly's lifelong battle with public scrutiny. While dealing with private fears, Kelly also had to withstand years of public criticism about her body. Accusations about her weight, speculation about her health, and the relentless commentary became a low-grade heartbreak that followed her for decades. She has always maintained the truth. She is naturally petite. She is an athlete. She takes care of herself. But being misunderstood, judged, and dissected publicly takes a toll, one she rarely speaks about, but one that shaped her emotional resilience. A love built on resilience. The story of Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos isn't a fairy tale. It's something stronger. A love fortified by challenges, heartbreaks, courage, and unwavering commitment. Their strength isn't found in perfection. It's found in how they've held each other through the imperfect moments. They remind us that even those who seem to have it all carry silent battles, and that love, when nurtured with intention, can survive anything.